Welcome back, LEGO Builders and Minecrafters. Gigahertz Productions here, and this is episode 7 of building Mumbo's base out of LEGO. And man, in the last episode we did a whole lot of building and we got all of the wrenches done, or all 7 of them, because in the last episode we decided to leave out this 8th wrench that would go here, just to give the mock a more open feeling so you could actually see in and see all the detail that is soon going to be the structure in the middle. And this episode isn't going to seem quite as good as last episode, because last episode we did do a whole bunch of building. But in this episode I hope to complete a little bit more of the terrain down there, get some landscaping in, and build up the hill and kind of get an idea where the massive structure in the middle is going to sit. And with the last episode, I have to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers, because we have reached and now passed 50 subscribers. We are actually now at 57, which seems pretty insane. So thank you very much for 50 subscribers, and now I guess the next goal is 100, which would be insane, but subscribe, and then we will get there. But a big thanks to all of you guys, my subscribers, for subscribing. But back into LEGO. So I hope to even maybe stop at the LEGO store and pick up kind of some plant pieces. And I know I got some over here from a Bricklink order a while ago, but this many parts is not going to cut it. And we want it to be fairly detailed. We need some scar level landscaping here, because otherwise the chariot is not going to be pleased. Oh, and since I am going to be working on the terrain in the middle, we are sadly gonna have to say goodbye to all of these wrenches that we built. Well, not goodbye I'm destroying them, but I just have to move them away, because reaching in and building with all those wrenches in place would be quite difficult and annoying, and I would most likely break them. So sadly, this is probably the last time that you're gonna see these wrenches for a while. You might see them off to the corner or whatever, but this is the last time you might see them actually attached to the mock until the finale, when everything is complete and we bring it all together into a massive, beautiful build. So sadly, I think we're gonna have to say goodbye to the wrenches. But not forever, they will be back. No! When I was taking down the wrenches, the last one I was taking down broke! So now I have to go and fix that one up, but now sadly all of the wrenches are taken down. And I have to go find a proper storage area for them, because they take up too much room there, and I need that space for building. But now the chariot is sadly once again all alone. Oh my goodness, the chariot looks so sad. Actually, it kind of looks the same as before. But you can imagine that he looks sad. So I'll get these wrenches into some proper storage, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of designing and building, and kind of come up with a way to get the terrain all like a hill, so get some structure in and all that. So let's just jump right over to that. And no, this is not going to be a time lapse. So let's jump over. Hold up, sorry, I lied. Before we jump over to some building, I went to the LEGO store and I got a couple of Pick-a-Brick cups. So let me show you quickly what I got, and then we can jump over to some of the building. So Pick-a-Brick is still open with virus stuff, and so you basically just go to the LEGO employees there, and then they have this display of all the pieces that they have, and then you just choose what you want. And so I obviously chose a lot of green bricks. So we have a lot of 2x2s plates down at the bottom. Those are the light green. And then we have a lot of 1x1 cone pieces that are the more sand green color, just to give our terrain a little more depth and color to it. So we got lots and lots of those bricks. And actually, fun fact, this is my very first Pick-a-Brick cup ever. I've never gotten a Pick-a-Brick cup before. It's always just been Bricklink orders. So there's one pick-a-brick cup, and the other pick-a-brick cup, again, has more green pieces. And the Lego employee there accidentally messed up and put a couple of yellow pieces in. But it was kind of my fault because they have each piece numbered, and I accidentally said a number that was the yellow pieces. But I quickly fixed that, and I got green pieces instead. So we got some more sand green and some more of the dark green 1x3s. Oh, and the ones up there are 1x2s, so a lot of those pieces as well. And in the bag, I'm not entirely sure why they did this, but in the bag there are a whole bunch of 2x2 light green bricks and a whole bunch of 2x2 plates or tiles that have like that one stud in the middle. And this color is like a middle ground green, so it's like between the light green and the dark green. So we got those as well, and so hopefully we can get a lot of like the green terrain finished. So now let's jump over to the building. Okay, so this looks quite a bit different than in the last scene because I actually got some greenery in. And now you might not be able to tell too much from this angle, but this is actually on a pretty high up platform. And I am 92% sure that the chariot is happier in this greener environment. So I've been building for a while and I made a foundation for the main structure that's gonna go in the middle. So if I just move my camera down from up here, you can see that it is on a pretty tall platform thing. And now if we take a quick look over here, you can see this red divider. And this is because I was trying out different ideas and then I decided I want your guys' opinion on it. So on the left side is some Snot Technique hill building. So that side is Snot Technique and that is just regular technique. And now I ran out of pieces for the regular technique, so it's a little bit more in favor of the Snot one, but I'm not entirely sure which one to go with. And now I know they look quite similar, but I think, although it's, again, difficult to tell, I think I like the Snot Technique better, because you get studs facing outwards, and that looks a lot more cool. But make sure you comment down below for either one of those options, or maybe a different option entirely. And if I can quickly move the chariot out of the way, oh yeah, you can see those pieces aren't really attached, because I was measuring some stuff. But if you can see this big long bar here, this is approximately, uh-oh, it broke. But this is approximately how tall I want the center structure to be. So if I can put this up real quick here, you can see that it already goes out of the camera frame. So if I zoom out all the way, still you cannot see it, but it goes up quite a long ways. And that's about the top there. So that is about how tall it is right here. So that is going to be a pretty huge mega structure, and it looks a little bit bigger in the camera than it does actually when I'm looking at it, but you might have seen that there is a wrench right over here, and that's because I was testing out sizes. And actually all of the other wrenches have been packed away. And so here is a picture of that box that I put them in, so they're all packed away and being saved for when we need them again in the finale. But if you take a quick look here, see the wrench is about that big next to the platform. And I'll just move it over here too for a bit better visual so you can see it. So in Mumbo's base, the bottom platforms match up perfectly with this, so it's probably going to be around this height. And then for the top part, it's going to be way up there where you cannot see yet. But we have a lot of building to do. Although we are not going to do it in this episode because I would like to get your opinion on which of these two ones I should do. Plus also, I need to order a whole bunch more green parts from Bricklink. So I'll go ahead and do that for, hopefully they arrive in the next episode. So then we can do a lot more landscaping. But, as you can probably tell, we are nearing the end of the episode. And I kind of fear that this episode might be, really, really short. It's probably, maybe 8 minutes long. But I think that's okay. It's nice and short and sweet. We got a little bit of building done. No time lapses or anything like that. But we got, like, the start of the foundation for the mega structure in the middle. And I guess I'll put the chariot back here where he will be happy. But if you enjoyed this episode, or maybe more not this episode, but the series of building Mumbo's base, make sure you like the video, and if you are enjoying this content, make sure you subscribe to catch all of the future videos. Oh, and hold up before I do the final of the outro, I just realized that we followed up probably the biggest episode with the smallest episode. So I guess that kind of balances things out. But make sure you comment which one you think is better. And with that said, Gigahertz Productions, out.